Okay, so I think we can wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that everybody can join, then we can start. Okay, so I think, can anyone tell me if you can hear me? Just unmute your mic and one person.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Chintan.
Sir.
So
Yes, sir. Okay,
I
clear.
think 1 minute. Okay, so I think you can start asking questions. Probably I just want to first give you brief idea about the project that I announced yesterday. So here is a text, if I can share with you. You can see that, so first of all, tell me if the screen is visible.
Yes,
It is visible.
Okay, good. So now you see that I have asked you to look at the applications and what is expected in the project. So, you need to look at, first of all, you look at any technology around you, and you will see that great deal of mathematics is there, discrete mathematics. For example, if I ask you, look at your mobile phone, there itself you can find tons of applications of discrete mathematics, right from security or error correction in data and all kind of things, right? So the idea is here, you look at any application and try to understand the kind of discrete math that they are using, right? If you can do that much, that itself is a great project idea. Now, so what we expect, you first describe the application or motivation. Then if you can understand the mathematics or formulate the mathematics, solve the mathematics, then understand the significance of the in terms of the application. So these 5 items I have asked you to do, but actually these are also in terms of which application you use. So at the end of the project, what is expected that you can actually either develop a product, which is a very good thing. So you are writing programs and so on. So when you are writing programs, actually in that case you have to basically look at the SRS thing and so on. There's so many things. Some documentation is also required, the user manual and other things and so forth. So obviously the project will be bigger. But since I think most of you are having at least the size of the team is 6 or 4, 5, whatever. So it's a good amount that you can actually do bigger projects also. So that is one thing. Now, so for example, if you look at your mobile phone, suppose you're looking at WhatsApp, right? So can you tell us what kind of discrete math is used there? That is something that you can try to understand. So how WhatsApp encrypt the data, yeah, or how the communication is possible when you're talking to someone on the video call. For example, a very large number of standards, they use discrete math. For example, JPEG standard, that you use JPG, right? Or you use some sort of this MPEG or movie MP4 standards. All these things, at the back end they use nice discrete mathematics as well. So the goal is try to understand that thing. I mean, if you can understand a piece of information and how math is used there, that itself is a great thing, right? Now, apart from that, somebody can also say that, okay, I don't want to implement, but maybe I just want to review that area, you know. So you can actually then try to give a very nice piece of review, you know. Now, one may ask how long the review should be: 30 pages, 20 pages, 15 pages, 100 pages. Then I think, again, as I said earlier, also, it's all up to you. Just keep Shraddha, right? Somebody can write uh, bigger things, okay, or somebody can write a small report, that is okay, depending upon how much time you have. So I think I will like to take some questions from you if you have any doubt, so that I can clear it for you. Any doubt? Yeah, you can unmute and ask anyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो डाउट पूछो ना, फिर क्या है? Any doubt about the project? You can just unmute and ask. Any idea about topic? I think some people were saying that they want to do things in biology or other places, because the applications are endless of discrete mathematics. So you can pick up anything. I can maybe, let me share if I have one PPT for you, so then you can maybe see certain things. Okay, some of the applications I can show you briefly here. So now you see that I think some of the stuff you will read. I mean, you will study soon. Yeah, Nishita, please ask a question. Unmute yourself and ask a question. Yeah. Anyway, so you see that all these communications, they use a lot of discrete mathematics. The something like, for example, this Pioneer 10 spacecraft or this Mars rover, they use different kind of discrete math. So anywhere there is a picture or there is a movie, there is a discrete mathematics behind. So tons of applications you can find there. And similarly, these two books are very important for you to read. Of course, you will do a more detail about these, more mathematics about this later on. But at least if some of you are interested and have a time, you can look at these books. Okay, in algebra especially. I think I can now show you some of the applications. Of one of the applications is coding theory, which is error correcting codes. So it has application in space instrument computation. Yeah. Data transmission, data storage, digital audio, video transmission, mobile communication, and cloud computing. Everywhere discrete mesh is used. Crypto system, network security, cloud data security. These are some applications of cryptography. Signal processing, digital signal processing, and digital image processing, signal systems, speech processing, VLSI, wireless communications. These are some other applications. Okay. For example, this is how to remove wrinkles from your face using discrete method idea. I'm just not going through it, but I think it is available in the last year lecture. You can look at it. I'm skipping the stuff. Okay, deep space communications. So you see this without error correction, this is the image, but with error correction, this is the image. So a lot of things are possible at the in the area of space communication. Google page rank algorithm, they use discrete mathematics. So you will see that how that works, and you can look at it. So I would say that it is Google's $25 billion eigenvector, which is a really great thing. Okay. So how the page rank algorithm works and so on. So I think any question, I would like to take some questions from you.
Sir, is it possible to lead the project alone?
What you are saying? Sorry, I can't hear you. Yeah. Can you repeat?
अकेले प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं क्या?
Huh?
अकेले प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं क्या?
Oh, you want to do it alone? So actually,
Yes.
normally team formation is a very important thing. So I would prefer that if you have a team, because that is a skill if you really want to learn. Otherwise, solo project will be, you will not be learning the team activity. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Anything else? So what is expected? Either yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, any extra precautions or any type of conditions which are about to be employed in the project?
So obviously, one thing is that you should not, they should not be plagiarism, right? I think most of the students have this habit. They will go to either GitLab or GitHub and try to search what is a project. So copy paste should be avoided of any kind. Okay, so that is very, very important. You should not do any copy paste. Now we will be using zero tolerance for plagiarism, right? So we are going to upload many of the reports on the Turnitin and check if there is anything. So one way to avoid any copy paste is that you should actually uh, read everywhere, understand everything, close everything, then take your laptop and start writing or preparing whatever you want to do, right? So that way that problem will not be there. So
Okay.
certain popular things that are there. So one thing is that you can actually write a very nice review of something. Okay, if you are not really implementing something, so it could be anything. So you say that how uh, one particular application uses discrete path. That idea you should understand. Yeah? Somebody can look at JPEG. JPEG has so many standards, right? Even for example, there is JPEG AI, JPEG Trust. If you go to JPEG website, let me show you. You can see that so many things are there even in that standard. Okay, go to JPEG. You see, JPEG is the first one, is the most popular, which we use every day. JPEG 2000 were using, wavelet transform, JPEG AI, JPEG AC, JPEG XL, JPEG system, all kind of things are there. So if everyone takes one JPEG scenario and try to understand and review it, that's a very good project actually. You understand the whole, how that technology works and how discrete math is applied there, right? JPEG fake media, JPEG NFT. What are these things? You can clearly see so many things are there, right? So that is one thing. Similarly, there is for MPEG or any movie standards. They all use discrete mathematics. So that's also another rich source of information. Any communication thing, when you're transmitting data from one place to another place, errors are bound to happen. So these error correction techniques or error correction algorithms are very useful. So you can pick up something from there, right? So this is when you want to understand something. So one aspect is you want to understand something. So some people can only do this. That is also enough. So when they are trying to understand some standard or some technology, how it works and how it uses discrete mathematics, that is one thing. Second part is somebody wants to develop their own, something. You observe something and they say that, okay, I want to use some sort of discrete mathematics for some application, and you build some system or application. That is another kind of possibility. Okay, in the project. Okay, so if you are very good at programming, then you can do that actually. Anyway, if
Can we
you're
build
not,
a web page
huh?
about that? Can we build a web page about that?
Yeah, so I think output, as I said, the outputs are, you need to submit the LaTeX report, uh, you know, both PDF and .tex file and the bibliography file, images, everything. You need to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. So where your skills of presentation skills, we would like to see how to present. Of course, when we make presentations, there should not be any copy paste. Second thing, if you are using any image, check its users policy. Uh, Sometime you can use with giving the link. Sometime you have to ask permission from the author. So those things you need to handle. It is better to create your own image. In some cases, if it is too complicated to reproduce the image, then you can actually take the permission or use according to the user's policy of the image. Mostly in the PowerPoint, there should be less text and more images you can create. And there is a very powerful feature of Microsoft PPT, PowerPoint. Now you can use this generate ideas, generate design. You give some text and it will give you the nice idea how to present them. So those are some interesting things that you can use in the PowerPoint presentation, right? Second thing is that you need to create a YouTube video about your work. So the in YouTube video, you have to tell whatever you have done. So some portion will be so that any common person can understand. Any auto wala or any auto rickshaw wala can also understand what you have done. At that level of simplicity, you need to prepare the video. It could have towards the end highly technical things, but that's okay, because so now somebody may ask you what is the size of the video. The limit, there is no limit. You can use 5 minutes, you can use 10 minutes, you can use even 1 hour. Jiski jitni shraddha, as much dedication you have, you can actually use that and create the video. Same thing with the PowerPoint slides. Somebody may prepare 5+ slides, somebody may prepare 10 slides, somebody may prepare 100 slides. That's okay. While writing reports, somebody may use 20 pages, somebody may use 100 pages. That's okay, because I have there are instances in previous courses where people have even written 200 pages report. So it's entirely up to you how much time you have, how big is your team, how the work is divided. And for example, see, if somebody is doing the programming and there are suppose 7 people there, if everybody writes 5,000 lines of code, it will be 35,000 lines of code, right? Anyway, a big project can be done. But that, why we are saying that there should be good amount of work, because then that's a learning thing. You will really learn how things are applied actually. And when you will find time, that's why just after the exam you have this 1 week period or 10 days or something, where you can spend time and do most of the work. Maybe 60-70% work is done there, and then in the last next 2-3 weeks you can try to optimize it, re-optimize, discuss once you are here back in the campus. And then you can actually, after that, you can finish the project. Okay, so that is the idea. So LaTeX report. If you are doing the software implementation, SRS documentation, there is a IEEE standard which you can use. So you will learn how to use that. We also want you to learn LaTeX, how to write in LaTeX. So this is something can be learned in one day. So you can distribute the work depending on who is expert in what, or who wants to contribute what in your team, right? And so that the learning is distributed among all of you. That is about PPT and other things, right? uh, uh, and YouTube video and project report. If you are developing a software, of course there will be user manual, how to use the software, how to compile it, and so on and so forth. Everything you have to provide. Okay, and of course a GitHub link will be very ideal. I mean, these things are adding. If you are providing some contribution, these things will be added to your GitHub profile, and you can show it to the world what you have done in the project, right? Yes, any further question? Yes, Fanil, anything? or Chintan?
No, sir.
Okay, so I hope and some of the information. So you can look at some research papers. In some cases, you may have to look at the patents. You should explore patents for certain technology, how these things are working. So the main objective is that you can actually you can try to understand how discrete math is applied in the real world in developing the technology. This is something very, very important. At the end of the day, you should be able to do that, right? And second thing, while doing the project, you will acquire certain skills such as writing skills, how to write a project, teamwork, right? And then presentation skills, communication skills, those are very, very important. How to make a YouTube video. You need to also create a web page where you can put everything, all your project details, right? So that link you can provide when you submit the project, right? That is there. And also understanding certain things, so it could be somebody is interested in biology, so they can look at different kind of biology. There are synthetic biology, computational biology, systems biology, right? Engineering biology, all kind of branches are there. Okay, there is when you mix certain things, for example, DNA storage is one of the area where we are working, or there could be protein storage or whatever, all kind of things are there possible, right? So you need to explore. I think after exam, probably in a day or two, you can explore. I'm available to discuss anyone if anyone is having any difficulty in finding a topic. But actually finding a topic is also a skill that you need to learn, how to formulate a problem. That's very, very important. Okay, which area you want to focus. You can discuss, you can debate, and then finalize a project at that area. So it could be something very simple, that okay, how a video call works, whether in WhatsApp or in FaceTime or whatever application, how this video call system works. Try to understand as much as possible. I'm also not saying that you are able to understand the entire thing within the small amount of time, but as much as possible, at least one piece of information, if you can understand, that is good enough. Okay. Any further question? Any further question? Any further question? No. So if you have any question, I think you can think for 2-3 minutes. I'm here. So don't copy paste anything from anywhere. Okay, you need to do on your own. And I think we have given it. So group formation is that by May 1st, tomorrow, you should be able to formulate a group. I have kept a maximum size of 6. In some exceptional cases, 7 people may also do, but and if you do alone, that is not a good idea. So always try to do it in group, so that team learning is also team formation is also very important thing. Tomorrow you can formulate the team, and then after that, after team formation is over, then you can start. After the exam is over, you can start thinking about the project idea. Within a day or two, you can think about it, then start working on it. So I would expect that 40-50%, maybe 60%, you can finish in that vacation time. After that, we have given a deadline of 28th May for project submission. If there is a need, or if many people are not able to complete the project by that time, we can extend it by another week or so. So that is not an issue, right? The submission can be extended a little bit. That's not an issue. Okay. So keeping this in mind, I hope you can do great work. Most of you, good luck actually, for your exam also. By the way, I will be available mostly in my office. If you are having any doubt about, exam or anything, or or related to any topic, please, you are welcome in my office. Okay. So I think some people have met this afternoon. Some other can come if they are interested. If you are shy on the camera. Okay. Any further question? Otherwise, I can close. Any question? Okay, so wish you all good luck for the examination. I hope you will do great work. Remember, there are only 4 questions and you will be able to do great job. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, some people are saying that you have to make home page. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to end the session now.